anyway, it's day 41 with the Fenix 8 solar 51 millimeter. And, you know, I mean, the consensus is that the AMOLEDs are basically lasting just as long as the solars. So, battery life wise, everyone's getting about 2 to 14 days is the comments that I keep saying over and over again, which is super frustrating because the solars are only getting basically 14 days, you know, and that's me, you know, that's me with all my battery saving measures that I've done, and I'm just getting 2 weeks. So if the AMOLEDs are getting the same, then why did I go with the MIP? I mean, that being said, aesthetically, I still like the solar version. I feel like it just has a thinner bezel on the 51 millimeter than, and by bezel I don't mean like screen size, like ratio, like, yeah, sure, there's black around there. I'm just saying the actual metal around the edge is a thinner metal. I think it looks less dated. It looks fresher in my mind, at least. But I mean, that if and now I understand that Garmin probably put extra effort into polishing that AMOLED version because that's going to be the flagship. That's going to be the thing that you see more often than not in an ad or even in a YouTube. Like, people really aren't reviewing I mean, that's why I made this channel, because no one was reviewing the solar. No one had it because it was back ordered because they launched the AMOLEDs first. I got the AMOLED, the 47 millimeter, because that's all I could get at the time, because they were all back ordered, and I couldn't even deal with not having a watch on my wrist. And here we are. But I waited, you know, that extra period to get this one because of specifically the battery life. That's really why I wanted it. I mean, yeah, the looks too, but I don't know. I might have been able to deal with the MIP. I mean, the AMOLED with the always on display. I mean, someone's getting 12 days with the AOD. That's kind of crazy, you know. I mean, I'm sure I'd find things to complain about. You know, on the 47, I couldn't even deal with the brightness of the screen. I couldn't deal with that smart watchiness, you know, kind of glaring at me all the time. But still, the solar versions, the MIPs, you know, the lesser screen should be getting at least a third more battery life. Like, we should be getting 21 days out of this. And, you know, I get a full charge. Garmin tells me 32 days. I shut off the battery day estimates because it's just, I did that last night. I found the setting where I can do that because it's not realistic. It's literally probably double of what you're actually going to get. And that's just frustrating. You know, it's silly to me. Now we had another update like midweek last week, so we're gonna do a full charge again, and I've been waiting on a full charge to drain out again to make sure there wasn't another semi update coming, because it went from 11.89 to 11.9, so a little micro update, a couple of bug fixes, etc. So when am I going to get those extra 7 days? Because that's what we're looking for here. Because if the AMOLEDs are still getting 12 to 14 days, then what's the reason to go with the solar? I mean, yeah, sure, if you're in a desert, I guess, and you're getting, you know, you're charging up that way. But I mean, is that really the case? And even if we're doing ultras, right, and we got everything plugged in, first, I guess we're on a semi-battery setting for an ultra, but what are we getting from charge-wise? Is this really going to be the best bet over the AMOLED? Is this really going to get us anything different? And that's really kind of the thing. I mean, like, you know, the Enduro just should have been this. All of the MIPs should have just been Enduros, and they should have had the Fenix 8 be all AMOLED, and then have, like, you know, like they did the lesser versions before, like an S or whatever. Because what's the deal? All we're getting is the voice features, the phone assistant, and the microphone and speaker. And I guarantee that when the Pro models come out, if there's an Enduro Pro, that's going to have a microphone and speaker on it. That's what I'm betting. So, I guess this is just my frustrated rant, but I mean, it's day 41. I'm not getting any better. I mean, I'm getting slightly better battery life, but like, not really. So, what are we doing here? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got today. I'm gonna go do my run a little bit, but I figured we'd just do that little battery rant and like product rant, because it doesn't make sense to me. Everyone keeps saying in the comments, and it's really just crazy that the AMOLEDs are getting 2 weeks anyway. I would expect all those watches to get like 7 days max, It's just wild. It's just absolutely wild that this is where we're at, and that this watch seemingly is suffering from product testing issues. Like, they were testing all of the AMOLEDs, I'm sure. That was basically their whole team. The whole dev team was focused on the AMOLEDs. The Enduro probably had its own team, and then the Fenix 8 MIPS and the Solars just got left to the wayside. When I really think that these should just be, the Fenix 8s should just be Enduros. But I mean, like, just do that. If you're gonna do that, just do that. The Fenix 8 Solars should have just been Enduros. That's what I think. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me anything that you guys want to see for future videos, future rants, etc. Me and Nightwing are going to go do our daily run today. It's 80 degrees out, so I think this is going to be the last one at one of these. Hopefully we'll get a couple more, but I mean, like, dude, it's Halloween. It's going to be November in like a second. All right, peace.